Hey guys, I wanted to try to make a video of a ranked league solo queue game and see what I did well and see what I did badly because I think that's kind of fun. I spend a significant amount of time watching league streamer YouTube videos and I wanted to show that even an Emerald player can absorb their gameplay and apply it to their own matches. Or at least try to. Anyway, let's get started. I'm playing Renekton in this game because I didn't really feel like pressing a lot of buttons. In my opinion, why press many button when one button do trick? I'm facing a Volibear, and I know extended trades with Volibear suck, so I took Press the Attack instead of Conquer. Now, Volibear is a really strong champion early game because he can get level 2 a lot faster than I can, using his lightning ability to hit the wave. But for some reason he started his W, so I was actually able to match the level 2, which is okay. It was a little scary since we got at the same time, but the important part is I got to stay at the same level as the Volibear. It was at this point where my team decided to throw down over Scuttlecrab. So I cleared my wave and started to move, since, well, I play an Emerald. If I don't help my team, they're gonna get tilted. There's not much thought about managing my lane here, I just didn't want to have my team tilt too early. You could argue that I could have pushed my lane and gotten a free reset, but it worked out. After that, I shoved in my wave and I reset. Now, I don't really know Renekton's limits since I don't play him that much. And especially since the wave is coming to me, I don't want to take bad trades here, so I tried to CS as safely as possible. However, I really wanted this cannon, so I took a risk. And apparently my champ is OP, since I somehow out-traded the Volibear and got that cannon. Volibear crashed the wave and reset, and I still had decent HP, so I figured I could try to play the bounce and get him really good on my level 6. But this was a pretty bad idea, in hindsight, since he's not too far off level 6 either. He tries to find me on my really big wave, which is a misplay in my opinion. I get a pretty decent trade in after he does this. However, I also misplay here because I could have just walked him down after I hit level 6, since he's not level 6 yet. This led to me almost dying since I let him get level 6 too, but that's okay. We live and we learn. I teleport back to not miss any XP, and I try to do the wave drag thing, to make his wave shove towards me. He teleports back as well, so I try to just CS with my Q, playing as safely as possible, since I don't want to die as the wave is shoving towards me. Playing like this pays off, since Nocturne decides to gank me here using his ult. Fortunately for me, my champion is OP, so I just dash out of it. But if I was not playing safely, Volibear could have gone on me first and it would have been a lot harder to escape. I also would have lost a full cannon wave if I died. So this was the best case result, just because I played safely. Here my team wanted to fight for grubs, but Volibear had first move, so I pinged them off. However, after the enemy jungler did grubs, my jungler decided to go kill the enemy junglers, and this time I could move there first. Volibear tries to follow me, but he just ends up dying pointlessly. I think my jungler was already ahead at this point, and I had first move, so Volibear should have just stayed top here and kept getting CS. I managed to kind of freeze the wave when I got back to lane, but I think Volibear had enough since he ran all the way to bot side, which is kind of unfortunate because you could argue that I got ahead because their mental was weak, not because I played better. Whatever the case, this allowed me to get all the tower plates, so I'm not complaining. With all this gold I based and teleported back to lane with Eclipse, and I knew Volibear didn't have any full items since I pressed tap, so I just walked at him and killed him. This guy's game is pretty over at this point. I didn't even play the fight well since my Renekton mechanics are not that good, but I had full item and level advantage, so I don't really need to play well to beat him. The next few minutes are kind of boring. I shoved my wave in to try to help my mid laner get ahead. And then I killed Volibear a couple more times to get my Spear of Children. I thought about resetting and teleporting the dragon here, but I think I should have kept hitting the turret. I hesitated too much since I saw that we didn't have much presence in the dragon pit area. But I also second guessed myself too much, so I didn't get the turret either, so this was a misplay from me. It's not too bad though, since my jungler comes top to blow up the Volibear, so I get the turret anyway. But here I make a mistake, since I wanted to go bot for the bot turret, but Vayne decided to stick around, even though she was low. There was also nobody defending top, so I should have just went back top when I considered both of these facts. I make another mistake here because I looked at the minimap and saw that 3 of them were mid, so I assumed it was safe to push, but I found out I was not strong enough to fight both Volibear and Nocturne, so that one's on me. The game actually gets pretty hard at this point, since we lose another dragon, and the enemy bot lane is really ahead of our bot lane. Something really lucky has to happen for us to stabilize. And then this happened. So apparently I can just do that? Maybe I wasn't joking earlier. My champion really is OP. The enemy AD carry didn't stand a chance, bro. Obviously the Caitlyn was out of position, but still, that was a lucky thing we needed to happen. We shut down the strongest person on their team, and we managed to get Baron too. At this point, we try to use Baron buff to push their waves in and take control of their jungle. There's an instance here where Caitlyn is seen in their blue side jungle, so I try to walk towards her to cut her off. She's forced to flash, but my Vayne is there, so she dies anyway. With their strongest person dead, we walk into their base with Baron buff and end the game. GG, well played. It was not a perfect game, but at least I learned something from it. I hope that was at least a little interesting to watch. It's actually a lot of fun to look back on your games and rate your own gameplay. Something else I believe in is that nobody judges yourself more than you do, and this applies to League of Legends as well. At the end of the day, this game boils down to being at the right place at the right time. Even after 472 levels of this game, I'm still learning how to play properly. There's a large learning curve for this game, and that's one of the fun parts of it. There is so much to learn while playing League of Legends, and I'm here to enjoy that process. I hope you guys enjoy this video and stay safe.